What's up, cool people? How's everybody doing today? Thought I'd give a slightly more epic intro with the whole special 100 follower celebration thing going on. Um I was also trying to kind of sort of set something up in the meantime. Still didn't quite finish it, but anyway. Yeah. So, we hit 100 followers on Twitch. Woohoo! But basically, most of this stream is probably going to be just me playing Power Wash Simulator and us just kind of chatting and seeing, what all is going on. At certain points, probably in between different, level, mission, area things, I'm going to pause the gameplay to do something a little bit different. Um, and I'm going to be using like a, random choice thing to show you which one of those I'm doing. I have three in mind. We'll see what happens if and when I might get past all three of those. But anyway, that's kind of the general gist of how things are going to work. I got an ad break coming up on Twitch. I'll probably just run that while I get the game booted up and ready to go. But that's the general gist of things. So yeah. And of course, if you don't know, my name's Matt, aka That Random Christian Gamer. I'm a Christian, I'm a gamer, and this channel is really mostly just me doing things that I enjoy and just sharing that with the world and hoping to get, hoping to make some friends and really just kind of be a friendly, welcoming presence for really all different sorts of people. But, especially the kinds of people that maybe your typical church and or Christian wouldn't necessarily reach. But anyway, all right. Now that I've done my full intro spiel and explained what's going on, ad break's coming up soon, so let's get to that and boot up Power Wash Simulator. And of course, for anybody else who is not watching an ad, you'll just see me getting the game ready to go here. I also need to get the final selection in my random choice thing set up and ready to go. All right, come on, game. So, in other random news slash updates and all that kind of stuff, if you haven't noticed, I got my hair cut literally earlier today. And yeah, there's not really much more to update, especially since yesterday. Yeah, let's start off with the house, since that's going to be a bit longer of a thing. I'm also trying to figure out where I should put my webcam in the view for this game. Let's just hop into this job here, and then maybe I'll figure out where to place my webcam to make sure that I'm not blocking much of anything. This is where it's sitting from last time, or yesterday really, when I was playing Kingdom Hearts. It still wasn't exactly the perfect spot for some of the dialogue. So I've debated with myself on maybe moving it like over to this side instead. But anyway, okay, so it seems like You know what? I don't think y'all really need to see which stance I'm in all that badly. And otherwise, I'm thinking this'll be least in the way. So, yeah. We're pretty much just hanging out here, chilling out. You might notice the odd, super weird, creepy sign outside of the house. It's nothing to worry about. Odd, super weird, creepy sign, you say? I'm not even sure what you're talking about right now. According to Jenny's research, they're written in Enochian, the ancient. Anyway, a lot of this isn't even like very. A lot of this dirt isn't even particularly easy to see. Let me use a slightly wider nozzle so I can get more at once. Also, why does it seem like I'm not actually hearing anything? No? Okay. Thought I had the mute on for a second, but nope. That was a weird way of saying that. Thought I had my TV muted. So, also, slight apologies for being ever so slightly later than normal to start the stream. I, went and got lunch with some of my old coworker friends and some people who work at the same place who I didn't work with when I was there, but anyway, got some lunch with them, and of course, we got caught up in conversation, and we're there for a little while, definitely over an hour, somewhere between an hour and a half and 2 hours, basically, we wound up being there. And then I went and got my hair cut, and got a few groceries, and then I still wanted to make sure that I rendered the last video that I recorded yesterday. Because I had edited and rendered the other 3. Did also simultaneously upload the 3rd one while I was rendering the last one. But, those are not anything that... Like, the edited versions of those videos literally are not going to actually go public for, like, another month. That's just kind of my flow on this stuff at the moment. You know what I'm also realizing? I never officially scheduled this stream on my Twitch channel. I'm not in the habit of scheduling streams on YouTube because to do so, you, like, pretty much have to pre-choose a thumbnail for it. And I'm not really a big fan of that. I want my thumbnail to wind up basically just being part of what happened in the stream. How is it possible that I'm missing a bunch of stuff from the driveway edge here? Maybe it's supposedly along the sides of it? That's a possible explanation. So I've got 3 things that I intend to share throughout the stream. Uh, First off is, other goals and plans for, well, both for streaming and for just my content in general. Uh, Another thing I plan on sharing is, like, kind of, stats for other things, such as, like, YouTube stats. Basically, all of my content outlets and, social media pages and that kind of stuff. That's another thing I plan on doing. And then, just for something entirely different and maybe even kind of random, but, random fits with the channel, literally in the name. But anyway, the other thing I'm thinking about doing is just, like, basically doing a taste test of some snacks that I have never bought before. I may even, like, record those so I can edit them down later and, like, make a couple of short videos out of it. Anybody who might have followed my YouTube channel since back in September, I think it was September of this past year, might have been the year before, but one of those 2 years, I did, like, a sort of snack review, a food review, if you will. But anyway, I did, like, a review video of specifically ranch-flavored chicken in a biscuit snacks. And the idea is that I might be doing something kind of similar with this, but just for a different snack that I have up until whenever I have it today never had before. But all that stuff is going to happen, like, in between different jobs in Power Wash Simulator. The other thing, really the main thing that I'll be doing throughout the stream is just playing this game, and we can hang out, chill, and chat about whatever's going on. So, anyway. That's really all I got in terms of, giving you a summary of what I'm gonna do in this stream. Let me switch back to a wider nozzle. Maybe not that wide. But let's see here. In other personal news, just still enjoying the job change to, like, the AI related work that I'm doing lately. It's and now that I've been doing it for a little while, I'm, getting a general idea of what kind of stuff I do and do not prefer to do. And a lot of the stuff that I'm finding I don't prefer to do is the stuff where it actually wants me to write prompts and talk with the bots. And really, the main reason for that is because at this point, a lot of the projects that are asking for that basically want a certain balance of certain types of prompts. So it's not just going to be, I go in there, I say whatever, and that's the whole thing. They want a certain mix of, like, creative writing stuff, or math related stuff, or asking questions, proofreading. It's just, you know. And because the, like, categories or whatever are, limited in a certain way, I'm finding myself just sitting there at a lack of ideas. Because it's like, well, I don't want to just go in and do a whole bunch of this kind of thing, because that's not what they want. But then, like, I basically don't really have any ideas in certain other categories, so I don't know. I'd rather try and leave it to other people who, might be a little better at thinking of, a good mix of prompt types. But anyway, I probably shouldn't say too much more. I'm technically not supposed to talk a whole lot about what I do with this job. Not in a whole lot of detail, anyway. I think for the most part that pretty much just means I'm not supposed to, like, talk about particular prompts that I might be analyzing or other things like that, but I don't know. Anyway, as I sat on the sofa just now, I heard a strange sigh-like sound. This is from Aura Smith. I think that's the same person who mentioned the one sign earlier. Which, was that the, like, hangman thing that they were talking about when they said strange sign? I don't know. Alright, well, at this point, I don't know if I have too much to talk about that wouldn't be getting into some of the other stuff that I specifically plan to talk about later. Okay, well, this is more just like a calendar schedule-based thing, not like a broader plan, so suppose I could talk about this and not have it be, part of future plans and goals type of stuff that I was thinking about discussing later on. So, in late May, I will, I'll be away for a little while. Just like a week or so. Because my little sister's graduating high school, and I wanted to make sure that I could be there for that. But, my family lives in a totally different state, 1,500 miles away from where I'm living. So, yeah, I have to, specifically plan a trip to go up there and visit. Now, I thought about maybe extending my stay up there a little bit and driving, but then I realized, partially because of the price of gas, actually a lot because of the price of gas, trying to drive up there and back would cost more than flying, especially given, you know, how much notice that I had for this and how far in advance I was able to try and book my flights. But yeah, it seemed like gas alone, getting up there and back, was going to be about as much as flying round trip wound up costing. So, yeah, it's a bit of a better financial move. Besides, there's not really anything else in particular going on besides my little sister's graduation. And then, like, shortly thereafter, like, you know, within just a couple of days afterwards, they're gonna do a graduation party for her. You know, separate from the actual ceremony thing. So, with that being all that's really going on, I also figured an extended stay wasn't particularly necessary. Not that my family wouldn't try and find more things to do while I'm there. Because oftentimes it seems like my visits wind up kind of sort of being an excuse for them to go out and do some things that maybe they had in mind but just hadn't really done yet. Usually, like, fun kinds of things, I mean. I have no idea if I'm washing this in any sort of really efficient manner. But I'm not really going for efficiency. I don't care that much. I will say there was a part of me that debated on doing, like, Kingdom Hearts side quest stuff or whatever you want to call it. Because I just recently unlocked a whole bunch of abilities and things like that. So there's definitely quite a lot that I could potentially do, but yeah, I figure that just means I'm practically guaranteed to fill up a full-length stream with that on Saturday. And I'm realizing I have once again not done this in the really kind of, one might say, proper way. Because really, if you're going to clean something, you should do it from top to bottom. Of course, even right now, I'm not exactly doing it top to bottom, because I'm starting from the bottom of the roof. Meh. Oh well. This will make it really obvious whether or not the thing, like the replay or whatever it's called, after this, is actually following the way that I do it. I mean, it seemed pretty clear last time, but there's an even higher section of the roof. Can I? Yeah, okay. Yep. Alright, fine. Chimney. We will officially go over here and clean the chimney. But there's like a whole side of it that I'm not really going to be able to get like this. Because... well, unless I jump on top of it, maybe. Okay, what's not clean about the chimney top here? Is it, like, inside of it that I need to get? Kinda. There we go. Okay. So, anyway. So yeah, in yesterday's stream, I wound up unlocking both the glide ability and the yellow trinity in Kingdom Hearts. So that leaves a lot of things from previous worlds that I can do now that I couldn't before. So I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be able to fill up an entire stream with just, like, that stuff. Basically finding more, well, finding and getting more treasure chests that I couldn't before. And, you know, if all else fails, and I've done all the other things, then I could always just do more, you know, tournament stuff in the Coliseum. Making sure that I don't do the yellow trinity mark there, though, because that's actually kind of an important story thing. I realized at the end of yesterday's stream, it's like, oh, wait, that's actually going to reveal the keyhole for the world. That's an important story bit that I want to have in a recorded episode. But of course I got to that right after I finished recording stuff. Now, in hindsight, I guess I could have actually, you know, gone back and recorded a little bit more with that included, and then edited that into the eventual episode. But I don't know, I didn't really feel like it at the time. Plus, that already wound up being a pretty long episode. Okay, is it counting, like, this part and that part as... no, that says garage roof. So, how is there still so much more of the house roof left to get? Unless... oh, wait, duh. Because this is just the one side. I still have an entire other side of it to get. And I may need to go back and get the gutters later on. Or get them, you know, kind of more thoroughly. Anyway, okay. I'm going to move on to the other side of the roof now. So, since we're, you know, washing and cleaning things, I know this just got me thinking of a certain video that I've watched. Not like super recently, but anyway. Another video that I've watched about washing and cleaning things. Specifically, it was I guess, style theory, you know, out of the MatPat family of theorist channels. It was on Style Theory, I'm pretty sure, and the video was basically about, you know, whether or not you really need to wash your legs. And what surprised me about the entire thing by the end was that, like, they basically kind of left it at, well, you know, as long as you're getting rid of the oils and stuff, or like, you know, as long as you're cleaning off the major gunk and, you know, all that kind of stuff, it's fine. I'm like, okay, what? What kind of scientist are you? Because anybody who thinks real hard about the science of that is going to be like, well, no, you definitely need to, like, thoroughly wash your legs and not just have the soap drip down on them from the rest of the washing that you're doing. Because, like, that level of soap contact isn't very likely to do much for, you know, bacteria and other things like that that could be on your legs. Or is asking if I heard that weird rumbling noise. No, I did not hear a weird rumbling noise, other than the rumbling of my controller when you sent this text message to me. Wow, there was still quite a bit to do there, but it gave me the completion on it. Yeah, there's still a lot of that gutter left to get. It's probably even stuff like underneath the gutter that I haven't gotten. But the house roof is done. Alright, now back to the garage roof. Well, actually, not quite, because this is up higher. Not that I'm, like, trying hard to be a major stickler about doing things from top to bottom anymore. Yeah, also, I know I said I would do like a random choice thing for which of the extra bits of stuff that I'm going to talk about. But, just so we're clear, I reserve the right at any given moment to overrule the random choice. Or, like, basically decide that I'm not going to do a random choice at a certain moment. So, like, if it just so happens that, like, say somebody specific comes into the stream who I would really want to tell about, you know, future plans and things like that, I am reserving the right to just say, okay, I'm going to talk about this while this person's here. Um, or if my throat happens to get kind of sore, then I might go into the snack review. I'm going to air quote review thing. Because then maybe that'll help my throat a little bit. I will give a bit of a hint. It is a salty snack. Had I really thought about this, and, you know, if I was, you know, a better streamer, maybe I would have made it sort of like a, I don't know, contest type thing where first person to guess the snack correctly that I'll be reviewing winds up getting, I don't know, some sort of prize. But, eh. I have no clue what prize I would give out for something like that, honestly. Anyway, I'm not going to focus too much on all the little details on this side, because I still have all of this to get for the garage roof. So yeah. Why is it asking me if I want to pick up the ladder while I'm up here? What am I going to... It'll actually let me move the ladder while I'm up here? That's unexpected. I guess for something like that, it kind of makes sense. Whatever. I'm still just going to put it back where it was, or I'm going to try to put it back where it was. Yep. Wait. Come on. Where's the angle? There we go. I guess maybe I should have done that part first. Oh well. There's no right or wrong way to do this according to, you know, the rules of the game or the way that it operates. And I certainly do not claim to be a professional power washer. Not even in the slightest. So, random note about something I recently changed in my morning routine. Um, so I've been doing a lot of, like, you know, watching YouTube videos and stuff while I'm eating my meals. And I definitely still do that for lunch and dinner. But breakfast, now I've kind of changed things up a little bit. Actually kind of reverted back to what I used to do when I worked at the boarding school. And that was basically listening to some music while I went about my morning routine. Ah, no. Okay. Definitely did not want to fall there. Alright, I might have to actually be on the ladder for some of this stuff in front here. Maybe even a lot of this stuff in front. So a lot of dirt under this. Alright. Try to get some more of this washed without falling off the roof this time. Alright, got the window itself clean, the frame is clean. I wonder if it's a little more forgiving on some of the surfaces that are a little harder to access and actually, you know, do the otherwise required cleaning. Just a thought. And something that I could totally understand a game developer doing. Just to make things seem a little more reasonable. Because, like, nobody wants to play a game like this for, like, you know, a major challenge. Power Wash Simulator is not like, you know, Dark Souls or something like that, where the main draw of it is, you know, a major challenge. Okay. I think that pretty much takes care of that whole windowed section. Maybe even the entire garage roof? Yeah, seems like it. Okay, what am I missing on this wall, though? Maybe there's stuff down at the ground level. That would make some sense. But also, there's a whole lot of gunk under here that needs to get cleaned. But it seems to count that, like, around the entire section of the house. So I'm not going to sweat every little detail of it right now. Okay. Moving the ladder. I think I'm gonna put it here for now. Yeah, there's definitely some dirt or whatever underneath the gutter. I should probably get that before I start super focusing on the top part of the gutter. Fine. I'll, get back to cleaning that gutter a bit later, I guess. And once again, I am not going from top to bottom. Even though for a little bit I was trying to. But, eh. Alright. If you can tell, I'm running a little short on things to say off the top of my head to fill the otherwise silent atmosphere. I don't know. I don't know what the right wording was there. Just fill the silence in general. Because this game is not a particularly loud one. That actually makes me wonder. Is there something in the settings where I, like, turned a bunch of the noise down on the game? Options. Language controller. Audio. No, it's all, like, pretty much... You know, it's all somewhere around, like, 3/4 of the way up. So I don't think that's the issue. I mean, I could just slide everything all the way up anyway. I still doubt that I'm really going to hear it very loudly. Alright, let me turn the volume up a little bit on my TV. See if that makes a difference. Not really. And even if I could hear it better, that doesn't mean all of you would be able to hear it better. Alright, window is clean. Window frame is clean. Yeah, so I think I said this in a previous stream, but just throwing this out there again if I did before. Twitch seems to kind of be stricter on audio copyright than YouTube is. Like, okay, first off, if you have copyrighted audio in your streams, YouTube will be like, okay, yeah, you've got it here, and here's, you know, I guess you might say how bad that it is, or like what the copyright owner says about it. But there's actually a decent number of things, especially I'm noticing in Kingdom Hearts. There's a decent number of things that YouTube is like, yeah, this is flagged as copyrighted audio, but the owner allows it to be used. So, like, nothing really happens. Like, I don't need to mute audio for those parts or anything to that extent or effect. But then Twitch is like, nope, you have copyrighted audio. We're gonna force your live stream to be muted in these sections, and we're gonna have your default setting to where your VODs are unpublished. Like, I could understand either or. Like, maybe default to having it unpublished until the audio got muted in the VOD. But if the audio for those sections is automatically muted in the VOD, I don't really see a particular reason why it needs to say that the VODs are unpublished by default as well. Because, like, if you've taken the audio out by muting it, then there's no real copyright issue there. So why do you then feel the need to have it be unpublished? It doesn't really make sense. It's like, it's overkill, essentially. Okay. Window frame is good. And the windows are good. Now to the wall. Extra cleaning liquid in stock. How do Dirt Finder? Got a real doozy for you when you can spare a minute for us over at the... Okay, whatever. I need some help. This is not the Game Bandits, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Careful how you go around the volcano. What do you mean go around the volcano? We went down there to enjoy a smoky sunset, and Jenny saw a UFO. Okay. As if... As if the volcano wasn't enough. Now there's aliens? Okay, real quick. Can I grab my stool and set it up on the porch here? Like, right about there is where I really want to set it. But I can't. Why not? Hold up. It gave me a spot somewhere in this area, maybe, that I could... Alright, come on, really now? What is the problem? Whoa. Close up. You would think I should be able to set it down here. Okay, whatever. It's being dumb. Then I guess I will have to resort to plan B, which is this. Actually, this. Trying to get the rest of the porch wall clean. And just tiny little bits of stuff all over the place. I know that's not the porch wall anymore. Boy, it is being really picky about this, isn't it? If only I could get a stool up here. Okay, you know what? I might just have to set it there and maybe just be content with that. I don't see what's left to clean on this wall. What am I missing? Oh, hold up. Ah, that's what it is. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Much better. Alright, let me pick this up again and put it somewhere else, because I don't think I need it now. Okay. Okay. This honestly sort of makes me wonder if I should be playing some music in the background. Trouble is, I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard for me to play music from my computer and also try and figure out how much of the sound is coming through the stream. Or coming to the stream? I don't know. Now I'm kind of sort of wondering if Nah, you know what? Never mind. I was about to say I'm kind of sort of wondering if I really should have done Power Wash Simulator for the stream today, but no need to second guess myself. Oh geez, hang on. There's a bunch of that gunk that I missed. Okay, just saw a little visual glitch on my computer screen. Well, one of my computer screens. Yeah, that's one of the things that's making me realize I'm probably gonna need to get a new computer fairly soon. Like, I'm thinking within the next year or two, for sure. If it doesn't absolutely, like, just die at some point. So, like, one of the things that has me thinking that is there are times when I'm, you know, trying to sort of comb through a video for editing purposes. Not very finely, mind you, but still, comb through it and just kind of get a sense of where I may or may not need to cut some stuff out or add a little bit of text to something or what. But anyway, there are times when I'm doing that and, like, it winds up really slowing down and getting kind of, you know, laggy, jittery, jumpy, whatever you want to call it. And I'm pretty sure it's just doing that because, like, it thinks it's trying to do too much at once or something like that. I don't know. But no, that's not what I wanted. But it's good to know that that's there now, actually. I don't... Oh my gosh. I've been holding... Hold up. I've been holding down the right trigger this entire time. Going back and forth between my index and middle fingers. I could have just pressed left on the D-pad. And it will just go like that continuously, even as I change nozzles and stuff. That makes me feel a little bit dumb. But whatever. Now that I know, I'm not going to, like, you know, give all of my knuckles in my right hand arthritis. And, or carpal tunnel or whatever that would be. And yeah, I'm, actually gonna just let the game take care of maintaining water pressure for me. Oh, man. Yeah, this is a lot better than having to hold the trigger down all the time. But hey, you know what? At least I didn't pull a Markiplier or whoever it was and basically fail to realize that right on the D-pad shows, like, highlights the dirt that needs to be cleaned. Okay, I need to move this ladder now. Need to move it over here. You know what I just noticed? These fences. Completely spotless. All this other stuff around here is so dirty. But the fences? Nope. Can't have those get dirty. Gotta, show everybody that we're living the American dream of a, big house for the whole family with a white picket fence and all that good stuff. Okay, legit though, I'm wondering a little bit if I should have, sent out another notice across my social media pages and some Discord servers and things like that of the fact that I'm doing this stream. Because I mentioned it at first and people are like, oh yeah, congrats, good for you. And then it comes to today and relative crickets. But anyway. Or maybe it's just that there are that many other people also streaming right now. See, that kind of stuff is why I seriously considered doing certain streams in the mornings instead of in the evenings. Because, it's a lot more common for a lot of streamers to, do their streams in the evenings. Especially the part-time streamers, because it's like, well, they've got their main job that they're working on for, the daytime hours. And then, they come back from work, and then they do their streaming stuff in the evening. Maybe full-time streamers, it might be a little more common to find them doing their stuff in the mornings. Or, earlier afternoons. I think, especially if I was part of, any sort of official streamer group, with my overall schedule flexibility right now, I'd be thinking, alright, let me try and fill in some of the gaps of when other people in the team aren't streaming. But as it is, well, I mean, okay, I guess you got safe streamers that I'm part of. That I don't know, I guess I just don't think of that as a team in the same way as I would think of, God Squad Church or the taco organization group. But anyway, which, by the way, since I'm talking about safe streamers, it's a pretty cool thing. You can go to their website, safe streamers, I forget if it's .com or .org, but you can go there and they have a list of people who, are designated safe streamers. Safe not necessarily meaning safe, safe for kids content all the time. Although there are a lot of them. There are a lot of streamers in that group that are like that. But, I'm part of the group too. Not every game that I play or every bit of content that I make is safe for kids. But you'll see that if you go to their list of streamers there. Hold up, don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but I've looked into the creepy symbols you found on the side of the house. And what's the deal, Harper? What's the deal with the symbols? Turns out they're just builder's diagrams. Ha! Okay. Anyway, so safe streamers, yeah. If you go and look at their list of streamers, it's, I think entirely Christians. And the point isn't completely finding, streamers who are all kid-friendly that you could, throw on and have your child watch or whatever. The main point more so than that, and the safe of safe streamers, is just as much, if not more, people who are safe to talk to, ask questions of, discuss, faith struggles and different things like that. There's all sorts of different kinds of content represented in safe streamers. Don't get me wrong. You'll see some specifically listed as, mature games or whatever. But again, everybody that's listed there is somebody you could, just have a, good, thoughtful discussion with. Especially about, faith questions or... Now, we're no therapists, most of us at least. I can't speak for everybody in the group, but... We might not be therapists, so, don't expect expert counseling advice or anything like that, but in terms of faith matters and questions and things like that, we definitely try to do our best. I'm pretty sure most of us would not claim to have, all the right answers, and I'm going to air quote right answers. Because a lot of times it's when you think you have God figured out that you're the furthest from actually having God figured out. Just ask, the Pharisees from Jesus' time. But anyway, yeah, so, good group of people. Safe streamers. Go check them out. And they're also a pretty decent place to find some, family / even specifically kid-friendly streamers. Because, look, it'll even say on the list which ones are safe in that way. Alright, I have got a lot of porch to clean here. Well, not really that much. Also, kind of also on the matter of, Christian streaming groups and things like that. Yeah. There's other ones that I know about that you definitely might want to check out. And there's kind of different emphases between them, you might say. The specific mission statements or things like that of each one, I don't know if I could tell you offhand, since I'm not officially part of any of them, other than safe streamers. But, so like, God Squad Church, they are literally a, like, digitally based church group. Like, they will have worship services on a weekly basis. They have designated prayer times, I think pretty much every morning. They will do, like, baptism ceremonies where, like, if they can, if they can get to the people who, you know, come through them and ask about baptism and say they want to be baptized and all that, like, they will send somebody out there if it's, you know, viable. And if not, then part of the ceremony, occasion thing surrounding the person's baptism will be generally, like, the person getting baptized will kind of stream in and basically just show other people as they're getting baptized. So, yeah, it functions in a lot of ways that your typical community church would. Just doesn't have a physical building tied to it. It's all, like, stream-based. And I'm gonna put this ladder... No, hold up. Let me put it down. How do I get rid of it? I guess I can't just put it down now that I've picked it up. That's lame. I didn't want to put it on the side because of all that gunk there that I was just cleaning on the side. Okay. But yeah, so Safe Streamers, God Squad Church. There's also something called Checkpoint Church that I have come across, and I mostly watch their stuff on YouTube. I actually only just recently followed them on Twitch. But yeah, so they will, I don't know, I've seen them playing video games and, you know, talking with people in chat. A lot of the, like, ministry of Checkpoint Church, you might say, from what I've seen, is more so done in, like, their Discord server, where they will, you know, pray for people, follow up with them, you know, have maybe even group discussions and community building things there. Oh yeah, all these groups, by the way, have Discord servers. So, yeah. Ways to connect that aren't just, you know, with live streams or watching videos of theirs or anything like that. And that's part of how you know they're, you know, like, church-minded, because they care about the community building, things like that. So, anyway, So yeah, Checkpoint Church, they do a lot of what they call nerdy deep dives, where they'll talk about a specific, like, game or show or movie or something like that. Something in the general pantheon of nerddom, and, like, actually kind of make a biblically related lesson. I guess I should just say biblical lesson for that. Okay. Porch is done. I think pretty much all that I've got left here is this side of the house. Yeah, so they'll do these nerdy deep dives, as they call them. There's also weekly updates for mostly nerdy news, but even, like, maybe occasionally some other news that is kind of relevant to nerd culture. That's most of what I've seen from Checkpoint Church. And then there's TACO, the Alliance for Creative Outreach. I have been making some solid connections with them, in large part because of joining a few of their members in what is typically a tabletop RPG kind of campaign thing. It's like D&D, but this one's a little different. It uses what's called the Cypher system. But yeah, been making some solid connections with them. I'm actually taking a free Christian content creator class through TACO. And while there might be some slight aspects of, you know, learning how to be a better streamer in general and, like, improving certain aspects of your streams and whatnot, the focus more so is, like, all right, how do you find your audience? How do you make it a ministry? How do you, you know, really, I guess, focus your content and streaming efforts with a ministry mindset? So yeah, I'm a couple weeks into that, but cool group of people there. And their Discord server's also pretty active. I know, at least as of late, they do some what they call Friday Fiesta things, where it's just like they get people from their community together just in a stream, hanging out, playing games, doing other stuff like that. But yeah, all these groups are specifically Christian groups that, you know, are each trying kind of slightly different ways to reach out to people. Alright. This is where I need to start going through the list of what's yet to be done. Bricks. What bricks do I still need to clean? Not these bricks. Nor these bricks. What bricks? Where are the bricks that require the cleaning? Really? Oh. Jeez. Like, one of the things that I figured got done, like, really early on. Turns out, nope. Okay. So we got that. This could be a bit of a pain. Now, is it specifically that one that I need to clean better, I guess? Where's the dirt? Is there still dirt there? Oh, okay. Major missed spot there, and I can't even get all the way up to it. At least not without a ladder. Alright, fine. This is my second time going around the building now. Oh, right. It was on the other side, wasn't it? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's where it was. Be cleaned. I was about to say get clean, but there's a song that I'm reminded of if I say that phrase. Anybody who's played a significant amount of Rock Band might be aware of what I'm talking about. Oh, geez, there's a lot of wooden trim that I need to get. Oh, right, the wooden trim. Yeah. Okay. Now George understand. Okay, there's one of those. I'm just gonna keep crawling along the ground, sniper style, the entire way. Because that's what I apparently have to do to get all the dirt that I have missed around these around the wooden trimming. Oh, jeez. In fact, I'm wondering if I might have actually missed some around the porch there. This is such a waste of water as I'm going between these, but oh well. Oh, hold up. It definitely looked like there was still some dirt on there, but I don't know. It didn't really give me an indication of that needing to be cleaned very badly. Alright, what other wooden trims still need to be cleaned? Good golly. And now I'm seeing all the stuff under these rails here. That's probably what I'm going to have to get next. Alright. 3 parts of wooden trim left. Okay. 1 part left. Yeah, that really does make me think I missed something around the porch here. No, I don't want to go on the ladder. But no, what would I have possibly missed? Hang on. Doop-doo. Wooden trims. Which one am I missing? Show me. I'm not seeing it. Unless it's one that's like up on the roof. Which, I guess I could see that being a thing. Maybe, kinda, sorta. No? Where's the wooden trim that I'm missing? Oh, is the vertical stuff considered trim as well? Yes, it is. Okay. Need to look for vertical pieces that I might not have cleaned. But which one is it? No. No. That's considered a window frame, not so much wooden trim. So, what in the world? Which bit of wooden trim have I not gotten? I can't find it. I've even got it supposedly, like, glowing and highlighted and whatnot. But I'm not seeing the part that I need to get. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Well, what in the world? What is going on here? Where is the wooden trim that I need to clean still? Maybe it's just harder to tell that they're glowing because they're already, you know, white. Just colored white. Well, that's a railing, but while I'm here, and since I can't seem to find anything better right now, meaning I can't seem to actually find the wooden trim that I'm missing. Okay, boom. Railing done. Alright, let's try the other railing then, maybe. Oh, it's this one. Sweet. Yeah, I definitely did not get down low on these. Cool. So now we've got a gutter, seemingly. It's this one. What is not clean about you? Probably something on the top. Alright, where's my ladder? Come on. There we go. Okay. And now there's just that last wooden trim that I can't even seem to find. I'm like, I would kind of laugh if it turned out to be one of these right here. Anywho. Okay, wooden trim. So close. Hold up. Oh, it's that one. Okay, that makes sense. And I'm gonna need at least a stool probably to get to the top of that trim. Seems like the ladder is actually a better option. Okay. Yeah, no, that's perfectly logical. Let me just stick my stool on a bush. There we go. Job complete. Yay! Well, that only took like an hour and a half. And here we go. Time lapse. Okay. Oh, now we got a shoe house and the skate park. But, before I get into any of that, I would like to go to the shop. See what all, okay, can't quite afford the, next major power washer. But, maybe some of the equipment. Yeah. I could buy the extension, the soap nozzle, the long extension. Hey, urban expert. Okay, seriously though, I didn't even hear the achievement. Normally there's a sound for the achievements I get. Alright, it says the mute is off. That's... eh. Okay, I don't think there's any other actually, like, helpful stuff I could get. Clothing is just purely cosmetic stuff. I mean, there's more cleaning liquid. I don't think I really need more of those, but just for kicks, I'll buy another one of each. Okay. And the modifications are also, I think, purely cosmetic. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, do we have any other bonus jobs in here? Oh, yes. Dang. Well, maybe I'll do those some other time, but seems like there's plenty more Power Wash Simulator left to do. I was thinking, oh geez, how am I gonna have just a, friendly, casual, laid-back stream once I finish everything in Power Wash Simulator? But it seems like I've got quite a ways to go before that happens. Anywho. Alright, so we are going to mix things up a little bit now. Now that I've finished one job in the game. Alright, it's time for me to pull up the wheel of random choice of what I talk about. Let me see if it is actually going to show up reasonably here. So, yeah, I have put 3 items onto this wheel. I could talk about the future plans. Pretty much just like goals for my channels and social media and other stuff like that. I've got social stats where we could actually kind of break down, all right, well, how many followers do I have on here, and that kind of stuff. And then we have the taste test, which, I'm not going to lie, is the one I'm looking forward to the most. Where I get to try out a couple of snacks that I just recently bought and have never tried before. And I basically just see what I think of them. So, let us spin the wheel and see what I will talk about. Here we go. There's actual sound coming from the computer for this. I just didn't realize it until it was too late. Hey! I promise you I did not, rig that to happen. It just came up to the taste test. Alright, hide choice. Next time I spin, it'll only be one of the other 2 options. Anywho. Okay. So. Taste test time. Oh boy. I've got my snacks kind of at the ready here. Let me get my Xbox controller over somewhere else where it's not taking up space right next to where I am. Also, real quick, checking phone notifications. Seemingly nothing super duper important. What's this thing on Discord here? Meh. Alright. Give me 2 seconds to grab the snacks. Okay, so, now, I will confess, this is sort of like an offshoot of a snack that I have already had plenty of times before in different varieties. But, to the best of my recollection, I have not ever before actually had Cheez-It Grooves. I've had Cheez-Its of various kinds before. I've had, your classic, I guess they're just regular cheddar. I've had white cheddar, 4 cheese, all sorts of other different kinds of flavors. My go-to is the white cheddar, just because I think it tastes better than the regular, but also is, about the same price for the family size box. Most of the other variants are a little more expensive. My favorite, just pure flavor-wise, is probably the 4 cheese, but I'm not sure I've even actually been able to find that recently. Sorry for the extra noise. Ooh, wait. Does this sound like an ASMR kind of thing? I would probably need to turn my microphone sensitivity. Well, I'm not sure if I'd need to turn it up or down. But, anywho. You know what? Let me actually go ahead and record this. I should have started recording before I opened the box, but anyway. So, I am here trying out Cheez-It Grooves for the first time that I can recall. I freshly opened the box. Yes, I know it was open, but I've just freshly opened this. I've not had these before. Let's see how they taste. There's a lot more crunch than the classic Cheez-Its. The flavor might actually be, I don't know. These are supposed to be sharp white cheddar. The flavor actually seems a little understated compared to the regular white cheddar, in my opinion. But that's the sharp white cheddar. Still pretty good, gotta say. And I'll do separate small recordings for each flavor there. I suppose it really more so comes down to the crunch as to whether one would like these more or less than the regular white cheddar. All right, gonna put that off to the side here. Get myself a swig of water to try and, you know, cleanse the taste palate a little bit. And up next will be the Zesty Cheddar Ranch. Alright. Actually, I'll open the box before I start recording, just for time's sake. Because I'm probably going to do these more like, you know, little short videos that'll go out on like TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, that kind of stuff. I have some of the other flavor like kind of sticking in, I guess, maybe my, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm wording it the best, but I've still got the flavor like lingering on the right side of my mouth a little bit. Oh well. Alright. Alright, so now we've got the Zesty Cheddar Ranch Cheez-It Grooves. Let's see how these taste. And same deal, haven't had them before. Opened the box for time's sake, though. Same kind of crunch, unsurprisingly. But yeah. Definitely closer to a ranch taste. I mean, it's like, it's pretty much as it describes. It's like you took cheddar cheese, maybe specifically white cheddar, and then like mixed it with ranch. So, yeah. I'm gonna say this one's pretty solid too. If only they were a little less expensive. Like the regular Cheez-Its. But oh well. Alright, let me get a second bite of those now that I'm done recording, just for fun. But yeah. Makes me wonder how long it'll take me to get through these boxes. If I find a snack that I really like, I tend to go through it pretty quick, not gonna lie. That's one of my impulse control shortcomings, is snacks I really like. But anyway, one more bite here. Also, I just realized, to anyone who finds crunching sounds offensive, I am so sorry. But yeah, um, pretty tasty, I gotta say. Alrighty, well, while I get these sort of more officially put away, I'd like to actually get some bag clips on these. While I go ahead and do all that, I will play some music and yeah, then, well, do an ad break on Twitch while the music's playing and I'm doing all that stuff. And then we'll get right back to it. So let me go ahead and get the... what kind of music should I play next? Let's go with this one. That's a fun one. All right. Be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Snacks have been put away, and ready to get back into more Power Wash Simulator. So, let us see what job will come next. That first one took quite a while. And I'm not sure I'm going to get through all the things that I wanted to talk about if I continue doing jobs that long. Because we're already at like the 2-hour mark. So, tell you what, I'm going to go with the shoe house next and see how things progress from there. If that winds up seeming a little too short, then I'll probably do the skate park after that. I'm trying to see. Okay. I was trying to see how I might select an extension. And apparently that's with X. So far, I haven't seen a massive need to use any particular extensions, but I could definitely see it being helpful in some cases. Alright. Let me see about actually, like, trying to do this the right way. As one might say, holy cow, the ladder doesn't even get all the way up to the top. Which, I suppose, is why they have the scaffolding here. Too close. Okay. Scaffolding! Why does turning have to be so slow? Is there anything in the settings where I can actually, like, change that? Sorry, I know I'm getting kind of off on a tangent now. Options. Controls. Nah, that's nothing about sensitivity. Ah. Controller cursor sensitivity. Huh. I don't... Okay, aside from maybe bumping some of this stuff up, I'm not seeing any other way that would really help. Alright. And I jump! Okay. That was kind of a failure. Pretty big failure, actually. Alright. Well, come on, there's got to be a way I can get all the way on top of this thing, right? Further up. Aha! I didn't go all the way to the top. That was the problem. Now, if I wind up getting to any challenges where, like, it wants me to sort of, you know, do a time trial or a speed run of this, I'm pretty sure then I would wind up using some of the soaps. But otherwise, I'm not really so much inclined to do that. Whoa, no! Darn it! I fell down. Again. Yeah, turning is still kind of painfully slow. If there's ever a Power Wash Simulator 2, please, please, fix that. Anyway. Alright. And now I have the, now I have the flavor of those Cheez-Its just lingering in my mouth. Not the worst thing, mind you, but it's just like, well, crud. Because it kind of makes me want to have more. Of something, at least. Even if not more of the Cheez-It Grooves, some other kind of snack, food thing. My taste buds are screaming for something with more flavor than water right now. Okay, roof is done. And that's 8% complete already. Alrighty. Well, down we go. Ooh, wait. Can I choose an extension? Long extension. Yeah. That'll help me get some of this stuff even better. Since I'm not, like, really close to it. Okay, but I think I'm close enough to this stuff now that I can just go without an extension. Okay, we've got... Alright, we got 2 of the windows cleaning. What am I missing on this one? Okay. Windows are clean. Oh, geez, yeah, there's a bunch of dirt on top of there that I need to get. Why, Wows, how are you? I realize you asked me that. But anyway, I'm pretty good. Just doing an extra stream to, you know, commemorate having 100 followers on Twitch. Figured it was the least I could do. But, figured it would mostly be just a chill, kind of talk about what's up, and yeah, just kind of hang out, and I figure Power Wash Simulator is a pretty good game to play while all that's going on. And, appreciate the congratulations there. Okay. I guess the frame is done now. Still little bits of the wall to get, though. Okay, wall is done. Goody. But yeah, otherwise, just, you know, still enjoying the newer job and, you know, having a kind of more flexible schedule with that. And I actually, just for the second week in a row, met up with some former coworkers and friends of mine for lunch. Former coworkers, still friends. But yeah, met up with some of them for lunch today. We hadn't really connected much, probably in like 2 or 3 years. Basically since I stopped working there. But now, with this job, and the fact that my schedule's more flexible and all that kind of stuff, I just kind of said, hey, I can do things now. You want to hang out and get some lunch or something? Must be hard to keep in contact when you're not seeing each other daily, though. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Obviously, when we worked together, we saw each other, like, every day. But since I stopped working there, I wasn't seeing them as much. I still saw them from time to time, at least for a while when I worked at Walmart. But then my shifts there started getting earlier in the day, and so, like, yeah, that further diminished my time seeing them. Anyway. Why is this game popular? Have it, but don't really have a desire to play it. Honestly, I think part of the reason it's popular, especially for streaming, is just because, like, it's a good chance to just hang out and not have anything, you know, not be playing a game where there's a lot of pressure. Makes it easier to just, you know, hang out and chill with people in chat. Okay, I'm sure there's a bunch of minor details that I'm missing from things, but let me step down from off of the boot and maybe work on some more of this stuff up high here. Yeah, so I will say some of the appeal, I guess. Well, first off, it's a good kind of intersection of people who enjoy games where there's a sense of progression. Because, like, you know, you got different jobs that you do, and they get usually more involved or complex or whatever, and put you in a bunch of different settings. Plus, there's, you know, money you earn in the meantime. You can get better equipment and stuff like that, like a fair number of other simulators do. But it's like pretty much the perfect cross-section of that kind of feeling, and I assume in a lot of people's minds, like, kind of the oddly satisfying type of stuff you might see. Like, I know there's all sorts of compilations out there of oddly satisfying clips of, I don't know, it might be different types of sounds, or, like, just things that fit really nicely together. So I assume that there's some of that factor at play with, you know, contributing to the popularity of this game. Plus, it seems they've actually done, like, updates and stuff, and maybe even had DLC and whatnot to add other content, other jobs and stuff. In fact, if I back out to, like, the main menu, they have, like, Warhammer 40k stuff available. So, like, yeah, I don't know. It's a surprising cross-section of a number of different things that I guess just kind of hits at different target audiences simultaneously. And it probably also helps that, like, the way this goes, it's not, like, super picky about the order in which you do things. Like, if you were trying to be realistic about cleaning all this stuff, it would probably be best to start from the very top and work your way down. But this game doesn't care about that. You want to start from the bottom, you could do that. If you want to start smack dab in the middle, you could do that. It literally just says, alright, here's stuff to clean, get to it. We're not going to penalize you with, like, you know, dirt drippings or whatever if you don't do it in the right order or anything like that. So I don't know. I'm just trying to think through, like, all the possible reasons why so many people would have liked it. It also probably didn't hurt that some popular internet personalities such as Markiplier and I think maybe even Jacksepticeye, a couple other people like them, you know, got into it early on, and that just, you know, caused it to be that much more popular. It's like, oh hey, my favorite person's playing this. There's probably a lot of that, actually, in the gaming scene these days. Especially with, you know, not major AAA releases. See, now I've suddenly gotten myself distracted with, like, the soul of the boot. I wasn't even looking at the name of what he called this part, and it. Yeah. Then I look at the name of it, and it's like, oh yeah, the soul, right? I know my stuff. I don't need to look at the name of it before I figure out what it's called. Now, bad news for any Phineas and Ferb fans out there. It does not seem that there are any aglets. The laces don't even actually go all the way out like normal shoelaces would. It's just they're kind of there, strapped across parts of the boot. Yeah, Jacksepticeye's launched careers from playing random games he just felt like playing one day. I'm guessing he's had significant help in Chilla's art being successful. And it's not just him either. Like his, I forget if she's still just his girlfriend or if they're anything more than that now. But like Gab Smolders, I think is what she goes by online. Oh yeah, and then, come to think of it, there was also a game theory video done by MatPat on this game. Talking stuff about, like, you know, oh, everybody mentions a volcano, and how did all this stuff get dirty? Well, maybe it's because of the volcano, and stuff like that. But, of course, he finds a way to make it sound much deeper and darker than that. Okay, I'm missing tiny little bits of dirt on the sole, but whatever. I'm hoping I'll see those as I kind of work my way around. It's all video game conspiracy theory channels. Yeah, well, that's the point. It's like conspiracy theory type stuff, but it's, you know, it's about video games and whatnot, so it's just like fun and not people legitimately being dumb and, you know, thinking like the earth is flat or other things like that. Apologies if you actually think that, but the science heavily disagrees with you. But I like video game lore conspiracy theories. Yeah, like certainly a lot more fun, innocent kind of conspiracy theories than other conspiracies out there, or conspiracy theories, I guess I should say, that are out there. Or shoot, even like you ever notice how, especially somewhat recently, that like true crime podcasts and things like that are kind of big. Like, that's pretty much conspiracy theory, but, like, maybe slightly more than just theory, like, trying a little harder to mix in more fact, I guess. But that's also a popular thing these days. Hey, the soul's clean. Goody. I don't even know what bit of dirt that I got right there that made it fully clean, but I'm not going to argue with it. Also, gotta say, wow, it's nice having somebody in the chat. I went for like a full 2 hours with crickets. They're popular, but I can't handle true crime. Scares me too much. Yeah, I guess maybe that's kind of what the cross-section of people that it appeals to. It's like, okay, well, it's conspiracy theory stuff, but it's also like horror kind of vibes as well. So I guess maybe that's the big thing with true crime. And that's, like, if you really think about it, a lot of this stuff that has gotten popular, it's not really anything new. It's just presented in a new way that generally has, like, a cross section with something that maybe it didn't intersect so much with before. But yeah, I personally haven't gotten into a whole lot of true crime stuff. I just know that, like, there are some people that I follow on different social media that do true crime podcasts and stuff like that, and they've gotten fairly popular. Like, okay, I will admit, I used to watch Smosh Games quite a bit. Not exactly the most Christian thing, but, you know, just fun stuff. And, yeah. So, one of the people that used to be on that channel has now, like, done her own true crime podcast YouTube channel thing, and I'm pretty sure that's like over 1 million subscribers by now. So yeah, it's can't deny that it is popular among at least some groups of people. Anyway, got into it for a couple months around last year, but I don't think it was healthy for me. I just stopped. Yeah, so, like, similar-ish kind of story, maybe. I don't know, but I had a request. I don't know, like, Smosh Games. It's people just playing games, doing usually, like, kind of maybe not that crazy, but, like, goofy challenges with them, or different things like that. Now it's gotten to be a lot more board games than video games. But, like, some of their video game stuff that they've done lately is like, alright, they're intentionally trying not to win Mario Party. In fact, whoever wins gets a punishment. Or, like, specifically try to get 7th place in Mario Kart. But anyway, if you're looking for Christian content, I would not recommend it. They are definitely, like, there's definitely some not so great language that'll get thrown around on there and other things of that sort, so definitely wouldn't recommend it if you're looking for family-friendly and or Christian content. Oh yeah, and they'll do this, like, they'll get like a group of people, usually like 4 of them, if they're doing the video games, and they'll, like, you know, do those challenges that I mentioned. Or they had a series going for a while where they played I'm trying to remember the name of the game, but it's a board game, like Betrayal at the I don't know, Betrayal at the House on the Hill, something to that effect. But they were playing the Legacy version of it, and they actually, like, went full in, you know, adopting character personas with each, like, kind of stage of the game. But anyway, let's see here. Like building games, so gaming content I watch is usually that. So, building as in, like, maybe SimCity kind of stuff? Is that what you're thinking? Or would Minecraft fit in that too? I don't know if anybody's doing role-playing with Lego, so if you were asking whether or not that was the Smosh Games channel and what they did, I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Unless I'm, like, behind on things and they've done that sometime over the past month. I don't know. I'm literally, like, a month behind on my YouTube subscribe channel feed. Sims and Vintage Story, pretty much. Okay. So yeah, more so along the lines of, like, kind of trying to actually simulate things here, not so much just, you know, I'm not sure how to word what I'm saying, but, like, not so much Minecraft and that kind of stuff, where it's more survival that has a building aspect to it. Vintage Story is basically Minecraft. Oh, okay. Then toss my latest comment out the window. Actually, there's no window in that direction behind me, so although if you go through the wall and past it into the other room, there is a window kind of sort of that way. Minecraft with a survivalist bent. I thought Minecraft kind of already had that, question mark? I guess not if you're in creative mode. This wall, what is not clean about this wall? Is it that? Actually, that wall seems to wrap around to multiple sides, so maybe that's the issue. Roof underside is done. Okay. Then let me hop off of here. So, okay, well, hold up. Now I gotta, like, reel my statement back in from the window. Okay. Still a little bit here that I haven't gotten. For the wall. Am I perhaps missing... Yeah, there's a little bit of dirt on that side I haven't gotten. But before I focus on the wall way up there. Ooh, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna do it like that. Giant shoe, yeah. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a reference to the, like, nursery rhyme or whatever thing that talks about, you know, an old lady who lives in a shoe. Oh yeah, let me get rid of that extension. There we go, there's that. There's that. This game doesn't outright say that there's an old lady who lives here, I don't think. But I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be, you know, a reference to that. Maybe there is an old lady who lives here, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the broader job description. Alright, still some dirt on some of this stuff. Especially the window frame here. I'm just not sure what part of the window frame. Literally right as I stop trying to clean the window frame. It's like, up, clean. Alright. Boop. Some, like, minor little detail, probably, that... Alright, hang on. Let me grab my stool for this, so I can just hop up on there. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, that boot wall's done. Dirt I'm missing on this bit of wall, apparently. Okay, got that. It's starting to get to a point where I might have to look down my list of parts of the job and just highlight them individually. Okay. That wall's done. That wall is not done. Missing on this boot wall. Alright, fine. Extension. Oh, hello. Missing a bunch of stuff up around there. That's the problem. Yeah, there's a button you can press that it'll, like, show you where the dirt is. In case you're having a hard time seeing it. Ooh, bunch of dirt up there. Did I? No. You said nothing wrong. What? Sorry if I, like, got off topic or whatever. I think I got lost on a train of thought and just, like, never got back around to it. So, officially there is an old lady who lives here? That wouldn't surprise me. I guess that's sort of the point of the reference. Hello. Wooden trim. Is it the top of the wooden? Well, this... Definitely seen some dirt around this stuff here. Yeah. Usually my approach, probably the approach of a lot of people actually, is, alright, I'm gonna clean stuff just, you know, with my own, just using the game's mechanics and my own eyeballs as my guide here. And then once it starts getting down to just the last little details, then it's like, alright, well, let's try, you know, using the dirt revealing button a bunch to see what I might have missed. And then after that, it pretty much gets down to, okay, well, if they don't give you that short to-do list along the side there, then it becomes, okay, well, might have to select the objects individually. Alright, so where, okay. There we go, door frame is done. Walls. What wall is not clean yet? That... It showed me some dirt around here, but... Yeah, that's probably part of the trim, I'd imagine, not the... yeah. Alrighty. So there's a wall that it's not considering fully clean. Oh, yeah, that one up there. Doggone it. Alright. There we go. Oh, yeah, so you got, like, different angles of, nozzles and stuff that have different spreads. This one also, like, adds soap to it in case there's something extra stubborn. Or you could just be like most people and use this, like, hyper-focused, like, jet spray nozzle for the stubborn stuff. Anyway, okay, so we got 3 bits of wooden trim that aren't quite clean yet. I might have to go ahead and start highlighting those individually so I know which ones I need to actually focus on. Is it the underside that's... Aha, there we go. Okay, where's another one that needs cleaning? Oh, geez, up there? I would guess it's probably the top side of that needs to be cleaned. Ladder! Okay, that one's done. And... I'm... Nope. I was gonna say, I'm guessing that one's the last one left, but no, it's this over here. Alright, let me see if I can get on up there. Come on, there we go. There we go. Job complete. Yay! Oh, and then, of course, to add to the oddly satisfying kind of feel, once you complete the job, it gives you, like, a time-lapse thing of it. And from what I can tell, yes, it does actually follow the sequence that you went through and cleaned it. Alrighty, continue. Alright, so we got a golf cart, a vintage car, a skate park, and a forest cottage. Alright, well, before I get into any of those, it is time for yet another random, I don't know, I don't know what you want to call this, but another random gameplay interruption addition to the stream. So, let me pull up my choice wheel here and then get into this. All right. So, we did the taste test already. So, I've got basically just other things that I would talk about here, which is social media stats and future plans / goals / ideas. Let's see which one we get. It's lagging a little. And it looks like future plans it is. Okay. So, this is where I will take a little bit to talk about what I'm thinking about, moving forward regarding Twitch, YouTube, other things like that, and, I don't know. So, the thing is, video game really, like, most of the content, there's probably not going to be much change in plan for quite a while, because I definitely still want to do the Bible study stuff. I definitely still want to be playing through the Kingdom Hearts series as much of it as I realistically can until either I complete all the games or Kingdom Hearts 4 releases. So, from that aspect, I don't foresee much change coming. The thoughts that I have... Yes, thanks. The shoe is done. Hooray. No more dirty shoe. But, in terms of things that I'm thinking about moving forward, obviously I would love to, do more streaming and content creation and other things like that. Obviously, current circumstances don't really allow me to do that. However, as followings build and, I start ever so slightly being able to make more money off of this kind of stuff, then I can turn that around and kind of invest it back into other things, whether that be, better equipment or software or other things like that to help with various aspects of stuff. If it got up high enough, I would eventually probably want to, hire an editor. But that's a long, long way off. Trust me. But the good news, for anyone who hasn't already heard, relative to my recent job change and the situation there, unless for some reason that just, drops out from under me, what's good about it, that relative to, content creation then, is that I can pretty much scale that work up and back as needed to work as a supplement to whatever I do or don't make from my content. So, right now it's obviously mostly focused on, the job and making money from that. But I don't have to spend as much time with this job as I had to at Walmart to make the same amount of money. So, because the amount of time I spend on it is up to me, I also still have more ability to work on content, do other things outside of work and content, and, there's all that kind of stuff going on. Like, I've been able to do more things at church. I've been able to, get out there and do more just purely social things, like reconnecting with former coworkers over lunch a couple of times, or like going to the local trading card shop and playing some Magic the Gathering on Fridays and other stuff like that. So, anyway, all that to say, the recent job change and what I'm doing now has been a major, major positive. Yeah. Sorry, throat's doing weird stuff. Uh, you know, I wouldn't have considered my streams cozy for the most part, other than maybe with certain games that I've played that would have fit that vibe. Certain games I have played definitely do not fit that vibe. But anyway, I recognize that that is probably meant as a compliment, and I appreciate that. But in terms of other plans related to content and that kind of stuff, so I was kind of hoping I could have Rumble as an additional outlet for my edited videos and stuff, but as it turns out, there's been some difficulties with the automatic transferring of things from YouTube to Rumble. So that's been a little bit of an issue. It technically, yeah, I could put in the extra effort to upload those separately to Rumble as well, but it's still a fair bit of effort. Although, now with my recent job change, that is actually a little bit more of a possibility, because I can just, like, upload stuff and give it the exact same information as it has on YouTube, and just have that uploading while I'm doing my work. So that's something I should definitely think about moving forward. But otherwise, I've also been contemplating for quite a while making something equivalent to a Patreon or a Ko-fi supporter page thing. I don't have a ton of ideas as to, like, supporter benefits. Right now, the main things are, all right, have a separate spot on there and probably within my Discord server for, like, running polls and giving updates and other things like that. And then another thing I had in mind was, all right, well, give specific shout outs to supporters on wherever that would happen to be. And then the next step up, if and when I create such a supporter page, I would have to kind of change how I do my YouTube video releases. Because the way I have it now, I just, I record the stuff in a live stream, I edit it, and then I upload it, and I schedule it to release at a certain day and time. But the other reward that I'm thinking of is to give, like, the higher tier supporters early access to my edited videos. To do that, though, I'd have to say that they are either private or unlisted, so that I could actually give people the link and have it work before I want to release it to just everybody. And then I would have to keep track within each video when I want to release those. Or not within the video itself, but, like, within, the description and other info like that. But, so, if and when that happens, that's going to have to be a pretty big change to my kind of content flow. But otherwise, I mean, that's mostly what I'm thinking. And the timing of when that happens, I'm not totally sure, but I'm leaning towards I'll either try and like have that be a, start of 2025 kind of thing, or whenever I don't know, hit some other major benchmark of followers or YouTube channel subscribers or things like that. Which I think I've already said if I hit 300 subscribers on YouTube by the end of the year that I would do that. So, yeah. That's the next one I'm aiming for, which, well, I'll say this one, but that was also kind of part of my thought process on the, social and content stats. But I'm at, I think last I looked, 249 YouTube channel subscribers. Which, if you don't watch stuff on there and you're only on Twitch, it's basically the same as a Twitch follower. But anyway, I digress. So I started off the year a bit over 200. So considering we're just shy of halfway through the year, and I'm just shy of halfway to 300, it seems like right around the end of the year might be when that happens. Of course, if I do something special in September again, maybe that'll, give it a quick little spike. But anyway, yeah, otherwise, I guess longer term, after I finish Kingdom Hearts stuff, I'm kind of wanting to randomize a bit my the games that I play, which I've already done a little bit of that. That's how I wound up with like playing some of the Earth Defense Force games and Grow Up, I think. And well, no, Grow Up was a specific request, but that was how I landed on Assassin's Creed. And so like I've already done a little bit of that. Kingdom Hearts sort of thrown that train off the track a little bit. But I do plan on getting back to that whenever I finish the series. But anyway. So yeah. That's really the main thing I've got in terms of other plans and whatnot. If and when I would hit 500 subscribers on YouTube, that's when I could actually have some stuff similar to what I've got on Twitch now with like special emotes, and I don't think they do like, viewer reward points or anything like that, but similar kinds of things to what Twitch pretty much has available once you hit affiliate and whatnot. But anywho, so that's about all I got in terms of just thinking through the channel and what's going on with all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, I'm also debating on whenever I get to a point of maybe even if I just get to like earning $8 a month from streaming and content and whatnot, I might just do my live streams through Restream then, so I can actually get it out to like even more platforms simultaneously. I would hope that it works reasonably well if I do it all through there, because right now, if I try to do any more than 2 platforms at the same time, OBS can't handle it, and it all just winds up going to a pile of garbage. So there are little things like that I might, as earnings increase slightly, just kind of be like, all right, this might be worth kind of investing in, for the sake of further broadening and improving content. and the places where it gets released. But okay, that's, I think, pretty much all that I had in mind relative to all that. But of course, that's just my current thinking. Things could change. I'm not saying that that is 100% how it's going to happen. That's just my current thinking. And of course, I'm open to ideas and feedback on that kind of stuff. So yeah. That kind of does it for that little update, train of thought, kind of things I wanted to talk about. So, I suppose we shall take another brief break, and then I'll come back and do a little bit more stuff in Power Wash Simulator, and we'll, I guess maybe after that, well, the social stats aren't really that big of a thing. I already kind of talked about how, the number of subscribers that I saw that I have on YouTube, at least most recently. While I'm at it, let me just take a look at different social media apps and what I've got going on there. I'll just combine these trains of thought into one segment. So, on Twitter/X, I'm currently sitting at 142 followers. I don't necessarily know how many of those have been picked up in the last year or whatever, but I'm following more people than are following me, just for a point of reference. On Instagram, got 105 followers on there. Not even half the number that I'm apparently following. How am I? There's no way. I do not recall following 233 different people on Instagram. But, I mean, I don't know if with the lighting you could see it. But yeah, right there. It's not sure how that's possible, but oh well. Let's see here. On TikTok, let's make sure that doesn't bring about any sound. TikTok's the newest one, so well, actually, no. Threads is the newest. But TikTok is the newest one so far. TikTok says I have 110 followers. Not surprising relative to the length of time that I've had that. Maybe it was an error on Instagram. I wouldn't deny that possibility either. Okay, trying to look at how to actually just get into my profile on Threads and how I figure out how many followers I've got there. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's even less surprising. I've got 23 followers on Threads. That's it. But again, that's the newest, and it's also basically just, Mark Zuckerberg's answer to Twitter. And half the stuff from there winds up kind of sort of getting posted on Instagram anyway. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people don't see much point in it. And that's all the social media that I currently have. Otherwise, I mean, so I mentioned Rumble earlier. Rumble has basically no following whatsoever. I think it's got 19 there, probably in part because it's been a long time since anything has actually been posted to that page. Rumble also does a weird thing where it's it works different if you specifically create a channel attached to your profile as opposed to putting stuff directly on your profile. You would think people just want to make the channel, not have, I don't know. But I guess you could have a profile and then also have a channel that isn't quite the same as your profile. It's a weird system that they've got going there. But anywho, all right, that's all the talking points that I had in mind for this stream. So now we'll get into another short break and then some more Power Wash Simulator to kind of wrap things up. I'll probably do one or two like shorter jobs just to have a little more variety with that. But let me find some music to play for the break. And then I shall run an ad on Twitch and then be back shortly. Okay, you know what? The songs that I've played thus far have been just pure music. This next one's actually going to have some words to it, but it's one that I actually really like that don't really plan ahead, and that's not... plans definitely help. What the... Okay. Did y'all hear that? I'm pretty sure my smoke detector just went off. Great. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna have to do something about that. I'll be back in a bit. Playing some music. We'll see how this goes.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
I totally forgot to run the ad while all that was going on. But, yeah, literally right after I got up, smoke detector just stopped making noise. Makes me wonder if it was something actually from the apartment above me and they're just connected or something. I don't know. But, like, just in case, I also opened up a couple of windows. I don't... There's no smoke that I am seeing. There's a slight chance that maybe it was the carbon monoxide detector instead, but I didn't smell anything weird, or I don't know. Like, there was nothing I detected that would have been setting anything off like that. I don't know. Also, for anyone who's curious, that song comes straight from the YouTube audio library, and wound up using that for some of my Digimon Survive videos, especially like the finale. And it just, I don't know. It seemed so fitting that like I wound up really liking the song, even in part because of that. But anywho, okay. Now I need to actually, get the ads running. And then we'll get back to the power washing, I guess. Meanwhile, I apparently need to get some more water. Well, drink some more water, I mean. I tell you, if either of those detectors wind up making noise here again soon, I'm gonna be real annoyed. I do wonder if... Would a low battery maybe do something like that? I could see that happening. Well, if it happens again, that might be my next best guess. But anyway. Okay. Gave me a... I'm not going to say it gave me a minor heart attack there. It's just... I was not expecting that at all. At least the timing of it kind of worked out a little bit relative to what I was planning to do in the stream. But anywho, okay. More power washing. Actually, let me just double check. Make sure there's nothing else in the shop that I can get here. Still don't have enough stars for that. I don't think there's any other equipment that I need to get, or at least no others that I can get. I, like, never use the cleaning soaps and things like that, so, meh. Okay. I think I'll just work on the vintage car and the golf cart, and maybe that's how we'll wrap things up. Or maybe I could go back to some of the bonus stuff, or do a challenge, or whatever, I don't know. I don't know why. I guess free play just allows you to go back and redo the stuff that you've already done. I don't know. Okay. We'll keep moving along with this and hope that no other alarms end up going off. Settled into Esther's house now, and it's so much fun. Every day brings a fresh dose of the paranormal. Okay. I wouldn't think people would sound so excited about that. This morning, Jenny found a blob of syrup on her pancake that looked just like Thirsty Roger from Sisters. Okay. Set up an Esther vlog and people are loving her. Anyway, we found this old car under some tarpaulin? How does one pronounce that? I don't know. At the back of the garage, and wondered if you thought it was worth running your jet over. Anywho. Come on, game. Hold up, I just realized that sprinting is a thing. There's so many minor functions that, like, you don't necessarily use very much. So it's easy for things to just sort of, like, escape your notice. Anyway, Minnie's going to live stream the car restoration for the vlog. Don't worry, you won't even know she's there. Won't I? Okay, don't see anybody. Beginning to suspect this might not be a worthless heap. Yeah, no kidding. It's apparently just really stinking dirty. But that says nothing about what's under the hood. Scrolling through the Esther archives on... Dude, I'm already halfway done with this. No photos of her with a car anywhere. So maybe she's not actually chronicling this. Is this the Fifth Amendment? Fire chief, we need to... Turns out this car was in Esther's last film. Okay. Now it's probably going to come down to all sorts of minor little details that won't be so easy to clean. And I'm going to have to either use soap for them or hit them with a really high-powered nozzle. Like all this rust and stuff. Alright. Yeah, that'll work. How exactly just using a more powerful nozzle gets rust off, I don't know. I don't think things actually work like that in real life. Okay, what am I missing on the actual tire itself here? Yeah, that's all rust showing up like that. Because I think I got most of the just plain old dirt on these things. I'm literally going to have to get up on the car to clean some of this stuff, I guess. Alright, hang on. Let me actually get back to a standing position. Okay. Oh yeah, look at all that rust. Actually, let me change to this nozzle. It's supposed to be, you know, as powerful as the red one, but gets that spiral action in there to supposedly let you clean more quicker. See, now if I wanted to not... I guess if I wanted to speed up this process, there's a specific, like, cleaning liquid in this game that's designed for metal. So I could totally be using that instead. But, meh. That stuff's for, like, the challenges where you've got a time limit. Not so necessary for this. Alright, well, so far nothing more from the smoke detector. Yeah, I'm just going to town on all this rust and not really being particularly thorough about other things. Although maybe some of the other dirt on these tires here. What? Okay. Get up in here a little bit. There we go, that tire's done. I think that was the tire that I finished there. Yeah. I guess in a way this thing actually has 6 tires because of the, like, spare ones on each side. Lots of dirt. All over the place. And okay. That tire's done. Ooh. Lots of stuff on here. Kind of hard to actually see a lot of the dirt that's apparently on this chest box thing on the back here. Okay, that's done. Oh yeah, so one other thing I just remembered that I guess maybe I could have mentioned in terms of, like, I don't know, future plans, kind of, is, you know, I'm still thinking of other ideas for channel points, you know, redemptions for Twitch. I mean, I've kind of been adding a little bit more here and there as ideas have come to me. One other thing I'm thinking about adding is the ability for people to spend some points and then I will, like, randomly try and adopt an accent for a while. Maybe like, I don't know, just 5 minutes or something. But I'll have just, I don't know, a short list of probably 6 different accents or impressions or something, and whenever I create that and then it gets redeemed, I'll just kind of roll a die or something, and then whatever it lands on will be the accent that I end up doing for the next, I don't know, however long I end up doing it. I already added a thing in there about voice acting. That applies more so to games that, you know, have, you know, different characters and things like that. But I'm not always, you know, wanting to try and voice act some of the characters. And I definitely cannot claim that I would do a great job imitating certain ones in certain games. Like, somebody redeemed the voice acting one while I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. I'm sorry, I am not giving you a good Donald impression. I'm just not. I can't do that type of voice. I don't even know how to actually sound coherent while even attempting that. But, you know, I would make a specific effort to at least sound maybe vaguely like I'm attempting to do a character impression, and then, you know, at the very least make sure I'm not just using my own natural voice for any characters that have an obvious sound, like a distinct sound to them. Alright, come on. There we go. That's clean now. Is this still... like, is this all rust that I'm getting now? If so, it's a lot. But, given the likely age of a vehicle like this, I can't say it's entirely surprising. Some of the rust doesn't exactly show up very well on, you know, the, like, red surfaces and things like that, though, so I have to keep going and, like, highlighting the areas that need cleaning. Bunch of stuff down there that I'm missing. I will say this slowed down quite a bit once it got to where it was mostly rust, and I had to hit it with a really high-powered nozzle. especially getting some of this trim and other things like that. It's going to be quite the endeavor. But I've only got 2% of this left. And there's a bunch right back here. Come on. Why is it not, like, getting the right angles to hit these things and actually get this all clean? That's like half the point of the rotating nozzle. How am I supposed to get all that stuff that's underneath there? There's no angle that I could approach this from that would allow me to do that. I do not understand how that's supposed to be possible. I still apparently have more than, well, 4 or more things left to clean, and yet there's only 1% remaining. Hang on. Okay, so there's a little bit in there. Okay, that's done. Okay, come on. I don't know how I'm still missing so many spots. Feels like I've gone over this stuff like 10 different times. Uh-huh. Okay, that's done. I might have to start going and highlighting things, highlighting different objects individually. Alrighty. Door hinges. I missed a door hinge. Where? That one. Be clean. How are you still not clean? Oh. Top. Yep, it was the top. Okay. Headlights. Yeah, but where is the stuff that needs cleaned on these headlights? Alright, let me deselect that. Headlight clean. There's still 2 other headlights that I supposedly need to clean, though. Okay. There's one. What am I missing on that last headlight there? There we go, okay. Now the horns. What am I missing on the horns? There. Okay, horns are done. And the headlights. Windows. There's a window I didn't quite get. Which one? This one? There we go. Okay. We got 2 bumpers, 2 door handles. 1 door handle. No door handles. Okay. We got 2 bumpers and 2 wing mirrors left. Okay, these are the wing mirrors. Only 1 of those left now. What dirt is left on you? I do not see. What have I possibly missed here? Is it on this side? Is it on this side? Or is there a different wing mirror? Maybe it's this one. Okay, yep, it was that one. Wasted a couple of minutes, just... Okay, bumpers. Okay. But what dirt is there? Oh. Okay, that one's done. Where is the remaining dirt on this bumper? Ah, there we go. It was on the... Jeez. It was literally on the side that was towards the car. Anyway, okay. Job complete, yay. $1922 Chatsworth Roadster. Jeez, that is old. Oh, and that unlocked cleaning the fire station. Yeah, maybe some other time. I think for now I'm just gonna wrap things up with the golf cart here. Alright, definitely not going to start off with the, you know, really high-powered, low-angle nozzle. In fact, I think this one's been available for a while, so it might not even have a whole bunch of, like, really stubborn kind of stuff on it. Seriously though, like, what is all this dirt? And how did literally the entire thing get covered in it? I still think the theory of it being volcanic ash holds some merit. I'm like, where's my stool? See, that stuff on top looks more like just your classic mud. Yeah, the canopy is clean. And I'm already 96% done. Make that 97. Alright. Okay, yeah. I'm like, where's the rest of the dirt? Clearly there was some stuff on that window that I didn't get. Rear canopy supports. Betcha I didn't get the inside of those very well. Oh, that's done now. Boom, job complete. That was real quick compared to a lot of the other stuff I've done lately. And literally all of that was doable with the, I think it's like a 15-degree nozzle. Well, that kind of makes me wonder if there are any other, like, really quick, small things that I could do. Those do not look like they would be small, so I'm thinking no. Also, is this... Do I have to download something for this? Oh... Yeah, a lot of that looks like it's gonna open up new stuff. Or like a new window page thing on here. Except for this. But, anyway. Okay. Well, it would appear that is going to be all for this evening. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by and celebrating 100 Twitch followers with me. I hope to see you soon for some other live streams and stuff. But, yeah. Not much is going to be different about streams for quite a while, I'd imagine. Might just be simple little things here and there. But anywho. Trying to figure out somebody to raid here. Yeah, I literally... So, once I got up and went to check out the smoke alarm... Well, I'm not 100% sure if it was the smoke detector or the carbon monoxide detector. Either way, whatever it was stopped when I got up. Like, I went to take a look at it as I was doing that break, and nothing. Nothing since then. I opened up a couple of windows just to be extra sure, but nothing else happened. So, my thinking is maybe it was something from upstairs and they're just all connected? Because I have no idea sometimes what the dude who lives above me does. But, yeah, I noticed no issues. There was no smoke that I could see. I didn't smell or otherwise detect anything funny. Nothing felt weird that would have seemed like it was a carbon monoxide thing. So, I don't know. But, in any case, I've been getting fresh air, at least a little bit in here, since that break. But anywho. Yeah, seems like everything's okay. The last time I had something like that happen, it was like, I don't know, flipping 1 a.m. while I was, sleeping. I heard something like that get triggered, and turns out it was from my gas heater that I had been running kind of towards the tail end of winter, but it was starting to get a little warmer to where that gas heater wasn't really actually burning off the gas enough. But anyway, okay, that all seems fine. So, yeah. Anywho, so that's gonna wrap things up for me. I have an idea or two. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and, if there are no objections, I'm gonna do a raid on a fellow taco creator class trainee who is currently playing Tears of the Kingdom. And otherwise, I think that'll be it for tonight. So, again, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you soon for something else in the near future. But whatever the case is, till next time, stay cool, everybody. Alright, sorry, hang on. I'm having trouble finding the person I'm trying to raid in the options here. That's why I needed... I forgot the in their channel name. Anyway, okay. Raid time.